Hey YouTube, my name is Kenny. Thank you for checking out the channel. So in today's video, what we're going to be doing is quickly going over the 2005 Banshee that I picked up the other day. Yes, 2005. My original thought was it was going to be 2006. After cleaning off the VIN and looking a little bit closer to 2005, we're going to be seeing my options for this one. Either I'm going to be doing it a red and white, like the 2005s. So kind of didn't want to do that one. I kind of wanted to do the anniversary edition with the yellow, but we're going to be figuring that out in this video. I do have one of my boys who's going to get his powdered. He's going to use his for off-road. So maybe if the frames are in good condition and he's not stressed over it, swap and I'll have a 2006 frame. And then I can build up from there. But we'll figure that out as time goes. Right now, we're going to be considering this as a 2005. I'm going to be disassembling it here shortly. Just decided I'd go over the machine, let you all see it. As you do see on the other side over there, I do have the 95 that I'm still working on, so I prefer to get it done. Still waiting on my shock from Jogaga suspension to get that done. And I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, a little bit more custom with my front arms, keeping the front arms, taking them to a machinist and seeing if we can get some ball joints, removable ball joint setup put in there. But we're going to be figuring that out shortly. But let's take a quick look at this machine right here. All right, so here is the machine as I purchased it. Only thing happened was my son did pressure wash it off and clean it a little bit for me, getting it looking good. But it came with a couple of extra parts. Some of it's usable, some of it's not, some of it's junk, but we're going to figure out what we can do with it. OEM shocks, we'll see how much I can clean those up and what I can do with them. Probably won't be doing much with those at all. Probably just go ahead and replace them with something different. We have the foot pegs, which work. We have the heel guards, which are going to be fine. This one does have a little bit of a dent in there, so I'm going to see if I can get that dent out with my press and a little bit of hammering and get that looking good to where we can use these heel guards in that setup. This bumper did not come with it, but these gaskets and seals did. It looks like there's some kind of cheaper thing there. Cheaper cool head, but I'm not really going to be stressed over that. And this is not a Banshee part here, and this is not a Banshee part here. This is a aluminum impeller, but we'll figure that out. Stock stator and flywheel, aftermarket stator and flywheel. These will need to be replaced because one of the tabs are missing on both of them. And this one got a little notch right there missing out of it. OEM arms are fine, so we'll reuse those. The beer rack, I'm not sure, a 6-pack rack, I'm not sure if that's a Banshee part or not, but it looks kind of wide to be a Banshee part. These are some cases that came with it that were damaged, which I'm not going to do anything with. They just actually came with it, so that's probably going to be trash. Seals, a couple bearings, but that's about it right there with this. Machine's got brand new tires on it. And looks like it's got those like Predator suspension front shocks on there. And, you know, I really don't know much of those. They are like $500 on eBay, but you know, I'll probably take those off and put the factory ones on. These are Alba arms in the front. They have that cheap design, but like the Alba ones have that brace in there. The cheaper ones don't. So these are Albas, all tight and everything. But I'm probably going to take those off and go back to the stock width. Wheels look really good. No real problems with those. We're going to get these hubs taken apart, blasted, and all that stuff. My normal dress up. This widened. And it's lowered to get the front down. They use these lowering brackets. Alba, Nerf bars. Got the motor I don't know a whole bunch about, but we're going to be digging into that here in a bit. Maybe not in this video, but looking. CPI pipes look really good. Seat was a simple like eBay seat. No real problems out of that. Rear tires, as I stated, were new, just like the fronts. Bumper I don't know much about, but just some kind of aftermarket pickup or ECU back here, so we're going to get that all off there, put the stock stuff on and see how it's going to run, if we can get it started. Underneath the seat, I haven't looked underneath there yet. Big old filters, which we're going to be putting the OEM box back in here. He did say it had a GSXR rear shock in there, so that's why it's super low to the bottom. I want to say these are 35 millimeter carbs. He told me that were on there. Stock air box and all that stuff. But yeah, we're going to just figure it out. Key ends, and we got V-Force 3s. These are going to come off, put the stock ones back on. My plan is to make this thing more back to where we're at with the stock setup with it. Looks like they are OEM cylinders, but we'll see if they are or aren't. They usually have that stamp on there, so these might not be it. But yeah, we're gonna figure this out. Kind of eager to get it going and taken apart, but basically I just want to introduce it in this video. Yeah, so it's gonna be making another transformation, just as my parts back there for the 95 is. But you know, right now this is just where I have this in the shop, and I want to let everyone know what's going on and what to be expecting soon. All right, so we're sitting right here behind us. The machine, I got it to start. So I've only had it for a few hours, got it home. As I stated, the guy did state that he drove it, melted some wires in the back, and then it ran like crap. He think he was like grounding out one of the plugs. So then all of a sudden it died and it wouldn't start back up. So it sounds like he fried the coil is what I'm assuming, because I put an OEM coil on it and I put an OEM ECU on it, and it starts right up. So I'm going to kick it a couple times, but he did say that this thing put down some power and it was set up kind of like drag, and that's how it kind of looked before. Here's a picture of it before. But, you know, it moves. It's pretty impressive. But unfortunately for this build, it's not going to be in this machine. So I'm probably going to take this whole motor out and put it in my 95, since that's the one I'm going to be keeping. But or I'll part of that, we'll see. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this started up, let you all see what it sounds like, and we'll be getting this one closed up. So as I stated, it's crazy low. My hand's about 7.5, 8 inches. I mean, it's, yeah, doesn't have no ground clearance, but we're gonna get that changed up later. Run on. But yeah, so I got some coolant spilled on it. It does have this light and flywheel. I'm almost 100% sure this is not stock. So I'm probably, I don't know, I might just leave this one on here, run it with my other one, and keep the stock set up. You know, this, you know, I'm kind of curious to see how this is going to do, but we're going to get this whole thing taken apart later on. Take it back down to more factory is what my plan is, I'm thinking, for right now. And that's it. But all right, everyone, we're just going to go ahead and wrap this one up. It wasn't supposed to be a long one. Didn't really want a long one. I did just spend about 2 hours out here switching those things out, testing out the wiring harness, making sure the stators and everything like that checked out. And it did. So we're good to go with what we got going on right here. So basically, I'm going to keep everyone updated of what I'm going to do with it. Is it going to be a 06 yellow or an 05 red? We'll figure that one out. And probably before we get too far into this one, I am going to be uploading some more footage to the 93, to the 95. Once I get those parts back from Jogaga, I can go ahead and get those done, and I'm going to get some custom arms and stuff fixed. So we're going to be getting ready to roll, get some more content coming out. Just stay tuned, be ready. Going to be a good, exciting winter for us. So I lied. I actually tore the machine down a lot last night. You all seen me tear these down before, so I didn't go through the whole process. Not a whole bunch that was damaged, but I am going to flip the camera around and let you all know what I found. Some good news. A couple little things I got to tweak, but some good news. So I'm not super stressed over this thing. Crazy excited about it. So let's go. First thing I did see was these tabs were cut off, so you can buy replacements of those. That's simple. I went ahead and grinded this area to make it smooth. The tabs are going to be coming in the mail shortly. So probably in the next video, this video is going to be pretty much just breaking it all down in a whole bunch of different parts. I decided to extend it that far. Next video is going to be, once I have it powder coated, rebuilding the roller. Final video will be probably put the motor in and all that. But I went ahead and filed all these down, so once I get the new ones in the mail, we'll get those welded on. The arms, like I say, they're Albas, so they look decent, no issues there. But right here, when you check out the pistons, they are a 68. Stock is a 64. So these are bigger. And when I measured the stroke, so this one here is at top dead center, and this one here is all the way at the bottom. So just measuring that like this, I get 58. Now, what's the relevance of that? Stock is 54, and the bore is 64, bringing you to a 350. With these two upgrades, so the 48, well, these two upgrades, the 68 and the 58, makes it a 421. So that's a 421 sitting back there. And I have an idea that that's going to get cleaned up really good, and it's going to go into this one. So since we're taking this one back to stock, what I'm going to do is get some OEM cylinders, redo the top end, do this one, cases and all that, clean them up, try to get them. I'm going to be working on a vapor hone here. So I got my vapor blaster that I'm building, and I have a dry blaster. So hopefully I'm going to get these cases vapor blasted, looking real good, get them on here. And this one's going to go back to an 05. That's my decision what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the black and purple. Really, really love that. The only thing that I'm going to have a hard time with is the front shroud. I can't find it. So I'm going to keep my eyes open for it. If it comes to the time that I can't find it, I'm going to sell it without it. And I don't really think that that's going to be a huge deciding factor once you see what this machine is going to look like at the end. So stay tuned to this content, and we're going to get this thing rested away, tore down, and be ready to roll. See, I don't think that's going to be a huge deal. So what we're going to do is just keep moving forward. One of the other things I found was I took this kind of cheaper. I think these were like one of the eBay seat covers. Does anybody want that? It's black and red. Let me know. But underneath it was a good looking freaking 05. So yeah, I think this one, after some more cleaning and some shining and stuff, it looks really good. Doesn't have any rips or gouges. Just a little bit of marking on the alphabet there, but I'm not really going to stress over that. But overall, this is a solid seat cover, so we don't have to buy a new seat cover. So that's another thing that worked out in our favor. So this is what the inside looks like. And plenty of other stuff sitting around. I don't think it looks too bad. It'll look good once I get it powdered and everything, but I think we'll be good to go. So to shrink it down just a little, a ½ inch off that end, and we're good. So here how they look. Welded on. That's a good one there. Same here. We're good. Golden. All right, everyone. So basically we have it taken apart for the most part as far as down as I'm going to get in this video. What I did do was weld the tabs back onto here because those were off from where somebody cut them off and had it more of a drag setup. But besides that, that's where we're sitting. Looking good. We're waiting on the front headlight mounts that I'm going to get welded back on. But we really don't need to go over that in this video, so we're going to go ahead and close this one out and let you all enjoy the rest of your day. So if you enjoy this kind of content, hit that like button and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that the next time I upload a video, you'll be notified. And you can follow the build of this 2005 SC right along with us. If you're interested in checking out the 2005 that I did right here, that's a great one. And if you're interested in the 93 over there, that's another good one.